Welcome to Historical Brilliance, the channel where we delve into the past to bring you the extraordinary stories of individuals who shaped our world. We believe that history is not just about events, but about the people who lived through them and left their indelible marks on the sands of time. From the unsung heroes to the well-known figures, we explore their lives, their struggles, and their triumphs, illuminating the brilliance of their contributions. Today, we bring you the remarkable story of Robert Smalls, a man born into slavery who rose to become a war hero and a congressman. His life is a testament to the power of resilience and determination. So sit back, relax, and journey with us back in time as we unravel the inspiring story of Robert Smalls. In the heart of South Carolina, in the charming coastal town of Beaufort, a remarkable story of courage and determination was born. A story that would change the course of history. Today, we take you on a journey through the life of an extraordinary man, Robert Smalls. Born into slavery on April 5, 1839, Robert Smalls was destined for greatness. His life was a testament to the power of resilience and the human spirit. Darkness still blanketed the city of Charleston in the early hours of May 13, 1862. The briny scent of marshes wafted across the quiet harbor, disturbed only by the occasional ringing of a ship's bell. Moored at the wooden wharf was a Confederate sidewheel steamer named the Planter. On its deck stood a 23-year-old enslaved man named Robert Smalls. In the next few hours, he and his young family would either find freedom from slavery or face certain death. Their future now depended largely on his courage and the strength of his plan. Smalls's plan was to commandeer the Planter and deliver it to the Union ships anchored outside Charleston Harbor. The ship had to appear to be on a routine mission under the command of its white officers. And Smalls had come up with an inspired way to do just that. Protected by the darkness of the hour, Smalls would impersonate the captain. Smalls was part of a crew of 10 that included 3 white officers and 6 other enslaved black men who served as engineers and deckhands. The crew met secretly and agreed to take part in the escape, ready to act whenever Smalls decided it was time. When Smalls judged the time was right, he ordered the steamer to leave. The fog was now thinning, and the crew raised 2 flags. One was the first official Confederate flag, known as the Stars and Bars, and the other was South Carolina's blue and white state flag. The Planter's next task was to stop at the North Atlantic Wharf to pick up Smalls's family and the others. The crew soon reached the North Atlantic Wharf and had no trouble approaching the pier. At about 4:15 a.m., the Planter finally neared the formidable Fort Sumter. As the Planter approached the fort, Smalls, wearing the captain's straw hat, pulled the whistle cord, offering the Confederate signal required to pass. Once safely through the harbor, Smalls and company faced yet another big risk, approaching a Union ship. Unless Smalls could quickly convince the Union crew that his party's intentions were friendly, the Union ship would take defensive action and open fire. As the steamer continued toward the onward, those aboard the Planter began to realize their improvised flag had been seen. Their freedom was closer than ever. All 16 were free from slavery for the first time in their lives. Smalls then spoke triumphantly to the Onward's captain. "Good morning, sir. I've brought you some of the old United States guns, sir." "That were for Fort Sumter, sir." After the war, Smalls returned to Beaufort, where he made a symbolic purchase that would become a beacon of his journey, his former master's house. Today, this house stands as a national historic landmark, a testament to Smalls's incredible journey from slavery to freedom. But Smalls's story didn't end there. He embarked on a political career, serving in the South Carolina state legislature and representing his state in the U.S. House of Representatives during the Reconstruction era. Continuing his extraordinary journey, Robert Smalls served 5 terms in Congress, making significant contributions to his community and country. After the war, Smalls became a businessman, and he rose rapidly in politics. From 1868 to 1870, he served in the South Carolina House of Representatives, and from 1870 to 1874 in the state Senate. He was elected to the U.S. House of Representatives and served from 1875 to 1879 from 1882 to 1883, and from 1884 to 1887. Among his notable actions in the House were his efforts to integrate U.S. Army regiments and his support of a bill that would have required equal accommodations for black and white people on interstate conveyances. In 1877, Smalls was convicted of having taken a $5,000 bribe while in the state Senate, and he was sentenced to 3 years in prison. But the case against him was clearly politically motivated. He was pardoned by South Carolina's governor in 1879. In 1895, the South Carolina Constitutional Convention completed the process of disenfranchising African Americans and many poor whites. The state's restrictive policies began with the election law of 1882, which used an intricate system of 8 ballot boxes to discourage illiterate white and black residents from voting. Black delegates to the convention raised their voices against this disenfranchisement, among them Civil War hero Robert Smalls. Born a slave in South Carolina, Smalls became a congressman during Reconstruction and the leading political figure in Edgefield County, South Carolina. Smalls, in his speech, warned the convention about the implications of their actions, reminding them of the contributions of African Americans to the state and the country. He urged them to make a constitution that is fair, honest, and just, one that would stand the test of time. Despite Smalls's impassioned plea, the convention moved forward with their plans, adding a poll tax and literacy test, thereby ensuring that a coalition of remaining black voters and disaffected whites could not unite to challenge Democratic Party rule in South Carolina. Despite the disenfranchisement that destroyed his local political machine, Smalls remained a prominent figure through federal patronage, serving as the customs collector for the port of Beaufort for many years. Robert Smalls died of malaria in 1915. He had witnessed slavery, emancipation, the right of African American men to vote and serve in the ranks of the U.S. government. Webb Du Bois, a prominent African American sociologist, historian, and civil rights activist, said on the history of freedom that the slave went free, stood for a brief moment in the sun, then moved back again toward slavery. Smalls was lucky to live in that moment in the sun. He died as the South worked to recreate slavery through the black codes and Jim Crow laws. Despite this, Smalls refused to engage in pessimism. He told the South Carolina legislature, "My race needs no special defense, for the past history of them in this country proves them to be the equal of any people anywhere. All they need is an equal chance in the battle of life." Robert Smalls, a man of courage and determination. His life and contributions to American history are a powerful reminder of the indomitable human spirit. His story, a unique perspective on the Civil War and Reconstruction periods in American history, continues to inspire us all. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Robert Smalls. His story is a powerful reminder of the indomitable human spirit and the ability to rise above circumstances. At Historical Brilliance, we believe in the power of history to inspire, to educate, and to illuminate the paths that have led us to where we are today. We hope that you've been inspired by the story of Robert Smalls, and that you'll join us again as we explore more stories of historical brilliance. If you enjoyed our documentary, Robert Smalls, From Slavery to Capitol Hill, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories from history. Remember, history is not just about the past, it's about understanding our present and shaping our future. This is Historical Brilliance, signing off. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep appreciating the brilliance of our shared history. Goodbye and take care.